Hello and welcome to Darlow Till I Die podcast. A slightly different voice, which some of you may remember from Darlow Fans Radio. It's Michael Cansfield here, and hopefully those can remember the interviews that I did a few years back interviewing different players. This was an interview that I did back in December 2023 with a man associated with one of the greatest games, two games in fact, of Darlington's history, FA Cup history specifically, in Ron Harbertson. Sadly, last month we heard the sad news of his passing at the ripe old age of 95 years old, which was very sad to hear. But I wanted to make sure that we got his interview played. The original idea was to play it on a cup run, but being a Darlow fan, you'll be aware that's probably the reason why we've not been able to put it out. But we're going to put it out anyway. And that this was a great interview where we sat in his living room and basically reminisced about the good old days when he was at Newcastle, Lincoln, and of course at Darlington, and those mad games, 3-3 down at Stamford Bridge, and then the 4-1 victory on a Tuesday tea time at Feetham's, where everybody in Darlington appeared to have skived off to go to the game. So let's join the interview now and stroll down memory lane. Apologies, it's a bit long, but I was going to edit it, but it's just a nice conversation with a very nice man. Enjoy.
Radio, and we've got a special treat today, as we're meeting a man who was on possibly the greatest FA Cup moment, or possibly ever moment in the history of Darlington, when we beat recent champions Chelsea in the FA Cup back in 1958-59. Before, most of you listening will have not have even been born at that point in time and won't even know what it's like to be in the third round, as we're in this new world of Darlington and non-league football that we're currently in. But here we are with Ron in the Lincoln. Hello, Ron.
Hi.
How many times does anybody ask you about Darlington these days?
Well, not many at Darlington. There's quite a few ask. We'll be in Lincoln. There's quite a few ask about the relegation and everything at Lincoln. You know.
How many years were you here at Lincoln?
I was here twice. I was at Darlington twice.
Yes, yes, I could see you. You're like a year and then away.
I went from Darlington to Lincoln, Lincoln to Wrexham, Wrexham to Darlington, Darlington to Lincoln.
Your wife must have loved you, dragging her around the country.
Never moved house.
You never moved house?
In 22 years, I've moved house once, from Northumberland to Lincoln, and I've never moved. Came down here in 1958, and I've lived here ever since.
So you travelled from to here to Darlington when you played for Darlington?
Oh, yeah.
And you were part-time?
Part-time, yeah.
So you've been...
Used to do my own training.
You never trained with the team?
Oh, no.
So you all just did... So what was the job you were doing in those days?
Well, when I was down here,
yeah, I
was working in a place called Ruston Bucyrus, where they make it's heavy machinery, make all these big open cast coal cutters and diggers and all these sort of things. Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. And then, so you'd be working 9 to 5 or whatever the...
Oh yeah.
And then you'd be shoveling up on the Saturday up to Darlington.
That's it, yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of... You must have had a good car to get you up and down there every time.
Or if we were playing away, I used to travel down by train to wherever and meet them down there.
So you never joined the team bus, really?
No.
It just wasn't a job. Well, it's a world that we're in now with being semi-pro, is that you've got people who have a job during the week. So because we've been...
It was different when I was living up home. We lived in Bedlington, you know, and I used to travel down there.
Well, yeah, exactly.
It's not bad, that. It's only about 40 miles.
It's not too far.
Yeah.
Because I thought you'd stay or be living in Bedlington, but you had to get back to Lincoln for the job on the Monday.
Well, after we played football.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You have to get back to work.
Yeah.
So semi-pro. So yes, I saw that there was an article. But when you started way back, was it North Shields, and then you signed for Newcastle United in 1958 or something? Was that right?
No, that's when I signed up for Lincoln, 1947. 1947.
You signed for Newcastle.
I was at North Shields. The first, I was playing there, and we had played I played for the county amateur team at Bishop Auckland, and it was then that they asked about signing up for Newcastle. So, I mean, we'd been amateurs, and of course North Shields wouldn't get anything. So what they suggested in North Shields was that I signed up professional for them. We'll stay with them for 2 or 3 weeks, and then got transferred to Newcastle. So that North Shields would get a little bit of money.
Ah.
It wouldn't be much.
No.
But, I mean, for a little bit of money for North Shields then,
Absolutely.
Oh, aye.
It all helps. Was that Bishop Auckland? That wasn't around the time that had was that West Auckland, the team that won the World Cup?
Bishop Auckland. No, we played, that was where the county match played. At Bishop Auckland.
Right.
It was after that match, they wanted me to sign on for Bishop Auckland.
Oh, I see.
Because they were the best amateur team in the country then.
They were the bee's knees at the time.
Of course, yeah.
Did they win? Was the Vars around in those days?
Oh God, I don't know.
There was no way Bishop would get to Wembley, was there? They're like a non-league version of the FA Cup.
Oh no,
that didn't exist then.
Amateurs and pros then were miles apart.
Miles apart. Well, they still are, but the theory of the dream. Right. So then you joined Newcastle, and that Newcastle. So was that Newcastle in the second division or first division?
The first division.
First division, and that's with the Jackie Milburns and.
Yeah, but they were all in the elite first team. Yeah.
Yes.
We played the Central League.
Right.
The Central League then composed of almost all the first division reserve sides.
Right. Okay.
See the difference now is that when I was playing, we had no substitutes.
Yes.
We had one reserve. With an away team, there was only one reserve.
But he never came on. He couldn't come on during the game, though, was it?
No, it was only there in case somebody fell ill on the journey or anything.
Yeah.
And if he didn't, he had to help the trainer to put all the gear out and collect it all up when they finished.
Yeah.
With the result that the Central League then was composed of majority of League One players who couldn't get in the wrong team. So they couldn't take them away as reserves.
Yeah.
So they had to fix. So they had the Central League they had all the big teams are all in the Central League.
You played against some big teams, big players in that. Or kids, or young players coming in.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're looking at, just trying to think of players like Jackie Milburn. Bobby Moncur was probably too.
Oh, no.
He was later, wasn't he?
Yeah, no.
But he was the Fairs Cup. That was in the 50s,
fact, Well, I'll tell you, there was Fairbrother, Cowell, Corbett, Harvey, Brennan, Crowe, Walker, Thompson, Milburn, Robledo, and Mitchell.
Wow. Your memory.
that was the normal first team.
Right, okay.
Now, anybody else that wasn't played the second team because they couldn't go with the first team.
Because there was nothing for them to do.
Nothing for them to do.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no big squads.
Now they take 5 subs with them.
Now it's just an army they take to a game. It's a wholly different world altogether.
Oh, aye. So
your time at Newcastle, so did you ever get a sniff of the first team, or was that uncharted territory in terms of...
Yeah, the only time I ever got in the first team was when we played practice matches before the season started.
Right, okay.
Where they used to have the reserve forward line play in with the first team defence, and the second team defence played with the first team forward line.
Right, okay.
So,
but you were a number 9, weren't you?
No, 7.
Oh, you were a 7?
Oh, yeah.
That explains.
Oh, yeah.
That explains later on, because you were... I could have sworn you were a number 9 for Darlington in that replay.
Yeah.
But you took in the corners. I'm thinking that's a bit like a Harry Kane. You were the number 7.
I was always number 7 when I left Newcastle. I went from Newcastle because I went in the army. I had to do my national service.
Right.
But before I went in, I'd signed on for Bradford City.
So
I was playing for them. I went into the army, did my 2 year, and joined Bradford City again when I came out.
When you came out, right.
Yeah.
And what league were Bradford City in then? Was that
third division?
Third division.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big old club, but 20, 30,000 people coming to watch Bradford City?
A lot of people. Yeah, they had a good...
Crazy numbers, yeah.
Yeah.
And what was it like playing for Bradford City back in the 50s, early 50s?
Well, for me, it was strange because at the age that I was, the majority of them were coming to the end of their careers.
Right.
You know, the only one that you probably heard was Derek Hawksworth. He went to, I think he eventually finished up at Leeds, but he was the only one that I think anybody would ever hear.
Ever heard of him?
Oh, Ivor Powell became his manager, the Welsh International.
Ivor Powell, I know that. I recognise that name.
Yeah, he became manager just before I left.
Because I'm guessing that the older players, they must have had a bit of an because that's just after the war. It's only 5 years after the war. So if you were older, 29, 30s, you may have been in the war and then gone back to playing football. So that must have been
Oh, no, I went down, I did the national service. I went in the national service 1951.
So you've just managed to miss out on all the excitement. You were just young enough to miss that.
Yeah.
Lucky for you, yes. That was a good timing. And then you made the big geography move from Bradford. You went down to Brighton, is that right?
No, that's
wrong, is it?
Getting all this from, I don't know.
So you never played for Brighton?
When I was stationed in the army, I was stationed down there.
Ah.
And somebody had said something. Anyway, I had a couple of reserve team games.
Ah.
Only had 2.
But you were down there, though.
Yeah, we only had 2.
You had 2 games. Was that the Goldstone, whatever it was?
Yeah, the old one.
The old ground, yeah.
They was just 2 of the reserves.
It was only for the reserves, right?
But, I mean, a lot of the time, I was either playing for the unit side,
right,
or playing for the corps side, or playing for the army.
Right, okay. That's why, because there was a bit of a purple patch for Darlington, because obviously I'm being from Catterick. I think they had some players, some good players for Catterick who played for Darlow at one point, wasn't there?
I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Yeah.
We got, look, because Catterick was quite a big camp, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I guess that Darlow managed to get a few of those players.
I was in the Remy, and that was the only time that the Remers ever won the Army Cup.
Right.
We actually played against the 4th Yorkshire people from Germany.
Oh.
They came across in the final. So
they came all the way from Germany to play in the final?
Oh, yeah, because all the teams in Germany were all in the same Army Cup.
Right, okay.
You know.
And they'd put everybody and travel across?
Yeah, we played at the military stadium in Aldershot.
Aldershot, yeah. Well, that was the big army camp, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The big base of it all. Oh, right. So you weren't really officially Brighton, but then did you go back to Bradford? Oh, did you go back to Bradford after you...
So when I left the army, I went straight back to Bradford City.
And how did you get on at Bradford then?
I was playing regular in the first team.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I got to know that I was being transferred to Grimsby.
You did nothing about it?
Well, in those days, when you sign your contract, it is the club may, the player must.
Yes. You were a slave to the club, weren't you?
No chance of anything, yeah.
Yeah.
And what had happened, Grimsby seemingly wanted an outside right, and Bradford City wanted a centre forward. So we swapped.
So it was just as easy as that?
Yeah. So I was don't forget, I'm still all part-time.
Yeah. And you're living in Lincoln? No.
No, I was living
in Bedlington?
Lived in Bedlington.
So you were up there, travelling down to Bradford?
Oh, yeah.
And this is the days before motorways. How long would it take you to drive from Bedlington to Bradford?
Oh, I used to get a train, I used to get the bus to Newcastle and get the train down to Bradford. Yeah.
Ah, right, okay. And then you swapped to Grimsby, which is even more awkward to get to.
Yeah, I used to travel down from home to Grimsby and stop. A lot of the time there, I used to stay overnight. Right,
yeah, well, I bet.
Yeah.
It was pretty cold, and my memory says that, because Grimsby's right near the coast, isn't it? It's a bit some freezing cold nights.
Aye.
But a man from Bedlington is not going to bother you, was it? Playing? And how was it at Grimsby then? Was anybody went on to anybody fame and fortune from Grimsby?
Not in those days. But I think, if I remember rightly, we had the first European trainer come across here. He was from Hungary, and he was here for about a month, and then they had to send him back because they wouldn't give him a work permit.
Ah, was that before or after England played Hungary in that famous game?
I can't remember now.
Because that'll be the 50s, wouldn't it? Puskas and all that.
Oh no, this would be. Oh yeah, this was the early 50s.
Billy Wright and
56.
I
played against Billy. We played the FA Cup again.
Indeed, yes. We'll come to that. Yes, absolutely. You played Wolves in the next round, didn't you?
No, I played against Wolves for Grimsby in the FA Cup.
Oh, really? Oh, right.
Yeah.
And you played against Billy Wright?
Yeah.
The David Beckham of his era?
Oh, yeah. Never got a kick against him.
Was he married to a Beverley sister at the time?
I used to listen to him, but I don't know about the marital status.
But he was pretty good, was he?
Oh, right.
England captain,
he was annoying, really. I mean, the worst bit was when Darlington, when we went down to play at Wolves,
yeah.
You know, in the next round. I mean, he was there and he's in front of you, and you just always say he wasn't there. He was about 10 yards away, and you can guarantee that the ball went where he was.
Wow.
Well, he had a intuition in his mind that I don't know whether I ever saw him actually break into a run.
Really? Could just do it in his sleep.
It just everywhere where he went, the ball seemed to go.
Wow. And
if you got it, he took it off you.
Well, you don't become England captain for nothing, do you? He was Did he got knighted as well, I think. Was it Sir Billy at some point?
Something like that.
He was, he's massive. He's a legend in Wolves. But,
oh, yeah.
But that's the man. And then he got taken to pieces by Hungary in that famous game with Puskas and all of that. Yeah. It just makes you, it's frightening how Hungary didn't win anything at that point, wasn't it, really, if you think about it? But so that was your, all right, so you had a cup run with Grimsby then. How far did you get on that?
Not very far.
Not very far.
Only a couple of rounds or something, you know.
And then from Grimsby, you went somewhere near, is Ashington correct?
Yeah, well,
you went back home.
Grimsby wanted me to come down and live in Grimsby.
Right, okay.
Well, which I didn't want to because Jean didn't want to move either. The families, all her families up there, mine, you know. And
plus, it's Grimsby, with all the greatest respect.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I was still working down the pit then.
Right, okay.
Because when I came out of the army, when I went in the army, I had just finished a 7-year apprenticeship at the shipyard at Wallsend.
Wow.
Swan Hunters. Finished 7-year apprenticeship, and I never drew a week's wages as a tradesman. I finished the apprenticeship 2 days before Christmas,
right?
And on the 4th of January, I had to go in the army. So I never drew a week's wages after 7-year apprenticeship.
So you never professionally ship-built?
Oh, yeah, 7 year.
Oh, but you were doing your apprenticeship,
yeah. But when I came out of the army, I got married in the army.
Right.
And we moved house, which I couldn't get down to Wallsend then.
Wallsend.
Too far away.
Right, okay.
So I got a job down the pit. And
wow.
I was there, went down there. So I got all my certificates for repairing anything that the NCB had, you know, down the pit, all coal cutters and pumps and whatever.
Oh, so you're more of an engineer than a miner as such?
Oh, no, I was always a fitter.
Ah, right, okay. But you're still having to go down into the depths?
Well, anything that broke down, you had to go down. And
that's some grim world down there. It's
we used to go down before the shift started. Sometimes used to go down there and check that the coal cutters were all working properly before the main shift came down.
Yeah.
You know.
And then when you see it, like you go to Beamish, and you get a little it does look terrifying in that dark.
You're right about that. Cause I was working down the pit when I was playing for Darlington.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether they listen. They might not believe this, but it is absolutely true. I don't know why we played with that. Can't remember what day it was that we played Wolves. At was it Wednesday or Thursday or something? Whatever.
Whatever it was. Yes.
Whatever it was. I went to work down the pit at midnight. I finished my shift at 8 o'clock. I went to bed till dinner time. The father-in-law who was living with us drove me then from then to Darlington. We played Darlington, played there, played extra time, drove 40 miles back. I was back down the pit at 12 o'clock for my next ship.
Wow.
Now then, can you imagine anybody now doing that?
In the big one, what we're doing now because we're not
same with the other lads, you see.
Yeah,
they were the same. And there was none working down the pit. They're all working. So they all worked the morning of the cup game.
Yeah.
All worked a half a day.
But Ron Greener said there was like 6 players were part-time in the Darlington.
Yeah.
But what were the other team? What were the full-timers doing?
Oh, I don't know.
If they've only 5 of them, what are they supposed to do all week?
I don't think there was 5. I reckon there was 7 or 8 part-timers.
But what did they do all week?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't a clue.
They're living the life of Riley.
Don't forget, I live 40 miles away.
Yeah. Did you ever go, you're lucky so-and-so's, how come you're... They're just stretching their legs during the day and you're working down a pit.
Well, I mean, it's through choice.
Yeah. Oh, right, you could have gone full-time.
Well, yeah, but you see, you did full-time then. It's not like now. Full-time now. I mean, you can go to college and everything and still be on full-time now.
Yeah.
You know, all the young lads do. But then you used to train in the morning and that was it.
Right, okay.
You're finished till the next morning.
Yeah, that's right. That's what you see. They come in the morning and they're done by lunchtime.
But whether the full-time lads had a bit of a job in the afternoon, I don't know, because they could do, you know?
But it was your choice to be full-time or part-time? It's just the money wasn't good enough?
Oh, well, the money, you saw the contract, I don't know, what was about 7...
Yeah, we've got the contract that you signed for Darlington.
I think
we'll put a picture on the bit.
I think it's about 7 quid, less than that.
So how much were you getting down the mine that is the...
Oh, I can't remember now, but...
Was it more? I guess it was more...
When I was at the shipyard, and I finished at 21, I started off at the shipyard when I was 14, and I was on...
£6 a week?
I think it was about 18 shillings and something as a 14-year-old.
14?
When I finished, my wages at the shipyard after a 7-year apprenticeship was £2.09 or something like that.
And what would that buy you? For
and I never drew a week's wages as a tradesman, that would go up to about £2.18 a week.
Ah, right, okay.
Because I can't go back in the army, and I went down 15 bob a week back in the army.
So how much was a pint of beer back in those days?
I never drank.
Oh, no, you were... Yes, that's right. You're a teetotal man. What would a pint of milk cost then?
I don't know. What.
But you could, for £2...
Well, we're talking about coppers.
It was coppers, right,
Coppers
okay.
now.
So £2 would last you a week.
Oh, yeah.
In that money, but...
I can't ever remember getting £2 a week pocket money. Oh, goodness me.
So there you are, travelling up and down. So you did your stint in Ashington, which must have been Northern League, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
That territory?
What are they called now? Not North Eastern League. The Northern League was for the amateur ones.
Yeah, that's the one that we went back to a few years ago.
Yeah.
Northern Counties or something?
It'll come.
It'll come back to you. But yes, and then from Ashington, the Darlow manager of the time, who was his name? Dick Duckworth.
Dickie Duckworth.
Dickie Duckworth. That's a fantastic footballing name. Where did he see you to sign you up to?
Well, he must have seen me in Ashton.
Saw you on the grapevine and saw that an outside right.
Yeah, must have, yeah.
And Darlington were in Division 3?
Third division, oh yeah.
Third division. But was it Division 3 North and South? Was that what it was then?
I think so then, yeah.
Because I think what I read was that was the last year, the cup run was the last year before it became 3 and 4, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it was a regional division.
One, yeah.
But was the big club to, well, I suppose after Bradford, but signing for Darlington was a big...
Oh, yeah.
It was a
league club, yeah.
Exciting back in the league.
Yeah, yeah.
So how does that happen when they come and does he just come along and chat to you? Because this is in this world. There's no agents or anything like that.
World. They used to come, maybe they sent the scouts and say, "How do you fancy moving down there?" You know.
Yeah.
Or
down there from down south to Darlington.
Down south to Darlington, aye.
But you were still living. So you were still living at home in Bedlington.
I still living in Bedlington. Right?
So that was it. So it was easy to commute down. So then you started that season, the season with the cup run and the first round.
See, the father-in-law used to drive me down to Darlington every game, every home game. He used to drive me down,
Because he'd watch, would he?
Oh yeah.
He liked watching a game.
Yeah, he was a Newcastle supporter. He was a season ticket holder at Newcastle, but he packed that up when I moved to Darlington.
Yeah.
And he used to go down.
And what was Feetham's like back then? Because I'm guessing that the tin shed didn't have a cover. It was just open, wasn't it?
Shed is just the right word.
We had the one. Was it just one? Was there two stands opposite each other?
There was one, but the stand at the other side was only like a stand. The other one had at least a balcony.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. That's the one. That was the one there up into the 80s.
Yeah, well, he used to go to the one opposite the dressing rooms, on the other side.
And what was it like? I'm guessing, because I remember seeing the dressing room in the 80s as a kid on some Kick summer camp, and I'm guessing it wasn't that much different from what you were playing in night. It looked proper old and tiny and rickety, and one big, was it the big bath? There was no showers and all that bit.
Just one bath, and everybody got into one bath.
Absolutely.
Everybody got, mate, I tell you what, that's one thing. We went to Hartlepool. Now, Hartlepool then was all the ground was rubbish and everything. You went in there after the match finished. They had a little bath, which was about 2 yards square, and the heater was an little Asket wall heater.
All right.
That's what heated the water up for 11 years to get a bath.
So it just didn't get warm at all. Was the rivalry there with Hartlepool then?
Oh yeah, well
they all hated each other. Even it's just been from dots.
It was always been that way.
Always been.
Gateshead, Darlington.
Gateshead as well.
Oh aye.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
We've got that now with Spennymoor in the new world. But I saw something about Dickie Deacon. Was he the trainer? It was saying that he was.
I don't know what his second name was.
But he was apparently trainer / rat catcher.
He was trainer everything.
Yeah, that's what.
Dickie Duckworth.
That's what he was.
Was it Duckworth?
Dickie Duckworth was the manager.
Yeah.
And Dickie Deacon was his
I didn't know what his second name was.
They were just all Dickies, it would appear.
Yeah.
But he apparently, so what Ron Greener was saying, he was the only man who knew how to light the boiler. That's how he got the job. And it was because there was rats, because obviously he had the skern at the back of it.
Yeah.
It's pretty grim.
Oh, yeah.
And then clear the bath so that you could get in it, because the rats would be chewing the soap and things like that.
Them. Oh, yeah.
Wowzers. And what was the pitch like? Was the pitches, because it was famous for getting flooded and water and all of that. What was it like in 1958?
I'm just trying to think.
Was there any grass on it? I suppose that's...
No, not at the end of the season.
Not by...
It was like...
by December, was there still
like
grass?
Like a muddy Sahara.
Absolutely. For anybody to actually play football on, you were struggling.
Well, I mean, nowadays they don't know what it's like to play in mud.
Well, no. I don't see any mud.
I mean, they get on about all this stuff, but you get some of these players today trying to kick one of these hot leather balls when it's wet.
Well,
they used to get a bit of a grease all around these leather balls, and they were heavy. Oh man!
And you used to have to head those.
Head
balls.
One of them.
And you know about it.
Oh yeah.
Did people get knocked out while if somebody had shot, kicked it? Because it must have hurt you. I'm guessing your boots were like old leather, properly thick, so you weren't smashed. Well, they weren't steel. Would you put things in your boots so you wasn't hurting your feet, or you're a hard man from the? You wouldn't be worried about that.
No, they were thick. Mine was like thick pigskin, or Coleman's thick pigskin.
Right.
And we used to sit in the bath before the season started. If you had a new pair, you had to sit in the bath,
soften them up,
and soften them up a bit. And you used to do other things to them that young lady probably wouldn't like to mention, but it was damp.
Right.
And then you got them like that. And the studs, of course, were round leather ones, Then
they were leather, they weren't plastic on. Well, of course they weren't plastic.
Not when it first started.
So would they tear off during games?
Oh no! They said my dad used to make when I was a lad.
Yeah. When
I first started, my first football boots were the boots I went to school with, and on the side of them, my dad used to make these little studs, leather studs that had 3 little nails in, and used to nail them onto your school boots.
Really? So fairly thin nail, small nails. They weren't sticking through.
Oh yeah, well sometimes they did, but when they start through, you put them on the last, and you used to hammer the points down,
Wow.
And then you used to take them out again for school.
And then you take them off again for school?
Well, you had to.
But that not wrecked them. That must have just ruined them, though. So wouldn't you get water in your feet when they were rained? When you were at school, because they had holes in them?
Can't remember that. Can't remember that far back.
But that's the scene setting. So 1958, you're signing for Darlow. You've got a couple of clubs under your belt. Did that season start off? Did you think this is a good side? We're going to be doing all right? Because the league form wasn't great, was it?
We were right down the bottom.
We were right down the bottom in true Darlow style.
There wasn't very many clubs underneath.
There wasn't. So it was a season, nothing much to write home about whatsoever.
Oh no, it was only they decided to get a cup game, Yeah. Probably one of the hardest. I think, if I remember rightly, I think we played Boston. I think we played Boston United.
You did? Well, you played Rochdale first. You got 2 goals in the 2-0 in the first round. Yeah. And then that was away at Rochdale, over at Spotlands. So did you drive it? Oh, no, you would have got on the bus there.
Yes.
And then you played Boston at home.
Yeah,
you got another 2 goals. You were on fire in that. Yeah. You won 5-3. You got 2 and Dave Carr got a hat-trick.
Yeah. Then we went to Norwich.
And then, and Boston were in the Midland League, so they were non-league. So you were the favourites for that game.
Oh, yeah.
But again, lots of goals.
Norwich were in the second division.
But Norwich was the big one, Norwich so you went down to Carrow Road.
Yeah. Beat them there. I think it was 2-0.
Was that an overnighter? Or you did that all in one day?
No, no overnighters. Goodness. The only overnighter we did, we went down to Chelsea.
How far? I mean, how long would it take you to drive to Norwich in the old days of roundabouts and no motorways? I mean, it's still not great now.
Yeah, well.
So you must have been an 8-hour or whatever it was.
Oh, no, not to Norwich.
Not that bad.
No.
But that was a tighter game. There was you scored again, 3 games on the trot. You won 2-1.
Yeah, something, yeah.
And then that was the bit where so you got yourself into the 4th round, which in Darlow terms has happened a handful of times in the 120 years.
Well, that was nearly a cup game for us.
Well, exactly. But do you remember the team list? Oh, well, I suppose you weren't with the team. Did you listen to the draw for the 4th round?
Oh, no. We went back home because we had work to go to the next day.
So when did you find out it was Chelsea?
Oh, gosh, I don't know.
You don't remember a moment of going, wow, we've got the recent league champions in the...
No.
It was just another... It just didn't quite... passed you by. Well, it's supposed to be weeks of games, of league games and things. Yeah. But I wonder whether the town was getting excited about it.
I think they would be getting a bit agitated.
Because it was mean something to the locals, because that's probably the biggest team they'd ever...
Yeah, well, they would probably start saving up.
Well, absolutely.
A bus trip down to London.
Because that was the bit. You went Because I believe, did you go down to London, but you trained at Brighton?
We went to Brighton.
Did they look at a map before they did that?
I don't know. But we trained at Brighton, and as it happened, we trained at the same ground as West Ham were busy training on.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And what West Ham as in Bobby Moore and all that. So that's.
Well, I don't know. We didn't sort of meet them.
Oh, you didn't meet them.
They were training up at that end. It was a big, I think, a big school. If I remember, it was a big school complex or something.
Right. Okay.
Something like that. And then they were training at the same time as what we were.
And this is Brighton on the coast when you have to go all the way past Chelsea and then come back again.
Yeah.
Was there no logic to that? It just seems a strange place to go. Not Watford or somewhere on the way. You go all the way down to Brighton. It just seems crazy.
I can't remember, to be honest with you, I can't remember whether it went down by train or whether it went down by bus.
Maybe did a train.
I can't remember.
Because the bus would take you forever.
Oh,
you get right from Darlington all the way down to the south coast. But anyway, we got to the big day. We got to Stamford Bridge. And did Stamford Bridge look impressive, or was it a bit of a...
Well, it just looked big, you see.
They had the cowshed. I think it was their ground.
Big. I mean, they had a big stand.
So they were...
a lot of people, 4 sides of the ground.
Because I think it was 40,000 was the attendance. Yeah. So was that your biggest game up to that point?
Nobody had ever thought about 40,000. 4,000, yeah.
40. What does 40,000 fans sound like? 40,000 Cockneys. And maybe a few hundred Darlow fans.
A few Darlow ones, yeah.
But they were screaming. But we absolutely set off like on fire because we got 3-0 up, didn't we?
3-0, yeah.
Again, you scored, as you've scored in every round.
Yeah.
And then it was you and Carr and Keith Morton, 3-0 up away at the... So this was 1958. Chelsea had only won the league in 1955, so it was still Ted Drake.
What happened? I mean, it was a real heavy ground. And, nobody told us how to play or anything like that. You didn't have plans and schemes. Oh, no.
They just said go out and give them hell.
We used to try and get the ball out to the wings as much as we possibly could. It was dry across there,
Yeah.
And Chelsea, for some unknown reason, tried to play the same way as what they were doing in the first division.
Right.
And they were just getting stuck in the mud. They weren't going anywhere because it was muddy.
Oh, so even on their own pitch?
Oh, yeah. It was all heavy and, oh, yeah.
This was the Phillip brothers as well, wasn't
it? That was why we left. They completely changed their tactics after half-time.
Oh,
and
right.
they knew soon I got the ball after half-time, they went out to 2 wingers.
So they did the same. Right.
That's how the Manchester pulled the 3 goals.
That's how they got back into it. But you were 3 goals. So what was the feeling like at half-time, though? Everybody's going, we're going to win this.
Oh, God,
or were you feeling confident at that point? 3-0 up?
Well, I think so, but I'm not sure.
But you would
I wouldn't know. You were just pleased to be winning, yeah.
Well, absolutely.
Rather than being 3-0 down.
I suppose they did. And what was your goal? Can you remember what your goal was?
Oh, yeah. As usual, all of mine were real crackers, A
sweeping ball from the right-hand side?
No, in fact, it was a little bit in the newspaper. It goes on about something, but it actually wasn't, because Ken Furphy,
yes,
Ken took a throw in just about the halfway line, and he threw it towards their goal, and I turned and went after it, and there was somebody else came there. I managed to push it past them and going right from the edge of the box. And Reg Matthew was in goal then.
Yes,
I don't think he ever saw it.
The Red Matthew was a big player.
He was international.
He was they bought him, and he was worth more than the whole Darlington team. Is that right?
Oh yeah.
So he was the Peter Shilton of his day, Jordan Pickford.
But it was just one of these where everything was right. Your foot was right. The ball was just bouncing right, and it just
left him for dust.
Irrespective of what a lot of people say, you get something like that, and nowadays you can do it. You can say, right, I'm going to see if I can curl in that corner. You couldn't curl one of the balls that we played with.
No.
You just have to say, there's the goals, hit it as hard as you can.
yeah, I kind of, because I'm guessing the ball gets in that, especially with that pitch being wet, it's just got heavier and heavier.
Oh, yeah.
Why didn't it break your foot when you were kicking it?
Well, mine had heavy boots on as well.
Well, you had your heavy boots as well. But even still, it must have been because that's the bit when they have Jeff Astle. That's the bit we were saying with the head injuries.
Oh, yeah, they got them like that.
It's a different. I mean, have you ever touched a ball in the last 20 years? Because it must be like fresh air to you.
Well, it's like balloons. They are.
They literally are.
They get on about people kicking the ball from one penalty to the other.
Yeah, that wasn't happening. That couldn't happen.
No.
And wasn't it still had the laces?
It had
as
the
well?
laces in as well, you see.
So if you caught
And
it on the wrong,
the lead,
yeah. If you caught that on the head, that is not, and there's nothing you can do. You just hit it
and
wherever.
it was worse still when hit you in the stomach.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
I think that is probably the only time that players in those days went writhing about in agony.
Properly, for a reason.
For a reason.
Yeah. How many times did you finish with 11 men on the pitch? Did you always finish most of the time?
Oh yeah, well you had to.
You didn't have any choice.
You had no subs to come on. I mean, Darlington, when we played Chelsea,
Yeah.
I mean, Reg Matthews hit me the first half, and I was playing with my arm in a sling all second half.
You had a sling on.
Yeah, well, it was underneath my shirt, but I played with that.
So like Pele and Escape to Victory.
You know,
You can't
that was a type thing.
move you
because
to outside right, and so you can't.
couldn't-
Oh, you were playing there.
You couldn't get a sub on.
No, absolutely.
There wasn't
But your manager wasn't going to be letting you come off either.
Oh gosh, no.
You had to stay.
Yeah. Well, you had no other option. You had to get on there and do it.
You had a sling, but you played the replay in 4 days later. So
Oh no, it was at Darlington that this.
oh, when you injured yourself. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
So you right. Wow. But back to Stamford Bridge. So you're 3-0 down. You've managed to get ahead. They are struggling. This is the league champions. Is this what were they called? The Ducklets or something? Ted Drake's. He had it was like Fergie's fledglings. He had a young team because there's a young James Greaves was in that lineup.
They took him out. They didn't play him in the replay.
He didn't play in the replay. But he was, what was he, 18, 19?
Probably something like that. But I mean, our half-back line just cleared them off the field altogether.
But he hit the bar. He hit the post 3 times, didn't he, in that game?
Did he?
That's what Ron Greener was suggesting.
Right.
But he didn't score. But he got dropped for the second. Whether it was a men's game and he thought I'm guessing the defence of Darlington gave him a bit of a kick in. I'm guessing to.
Well, all defences give you a kick in. There's no way you play.
It's the way it was. It was the way it was. Yeah, absolutely.
Mind, the big thing then was everything that hit you from the front.
Right. You got
There was none of this stupid tackling from the back and everything in those days.
It was all full.
I mean, if a bloke got past you, you wouldn't deliberately side them down, which they do now. I don't care whether they say that it's accidental or not.
Oh,
they
right.
know exactly what they're doing.
So somebody, if you got past somebody, what they wouldn't tackle.
They would chase after you.
They'd chase after, yeah, but they wouldn't be kicking the back of the legs.
Oh no. But mind, anything in front of you, it was like hitting. Oh,
because did Chelsea have a more than average nasty player or not? Or did we have it? Who was our nasty player? Do we have somebody, the enforcer type player?
My Ron Greener was a bit
Solid.
of a hard nut.
Yeah.
Both were fullbacks, were
they weren't going to take in any passengers.
No, you didn't.
But you never trained with us. No. But so we got to 3-0, and then what was so you had your ride home in the bus. Were you all? I think the manager was saying it was a bit. You had to raise you up because you were all a bit deflated.
Well, we were disappointed.
Yeah,
disappointed
because you were so close.
Yeah.
And when did they get their equaliser? Then was it later on?
I don't know.
It was sometime, but
no idea.
But by 3-0, you were hoping you would.
At least
you'd be able to see it out, but you couldn't handle the invasion of Chelsea as they went mad in the second half. But you managed to hold out for a draw, which is what the manager was saying. That's great because that means we get more money.
That's right. It was a big thing. There was a lot of money for us there.
Absolutely.
Oh, goodness me.
But did they say, because in those days, and for our younger listeners, there were no floodlights, so the replay was played pretty quick, smart.
Yeah.
So it was on the following Tuesday, I think.
Right, yeah.
But kickoff was at 2:30 or something.
Yeah, something like that. That's right. Yeah.
So people everybody working, they'd either be skiving. I mean, we had 15,000. It's one of the biggest attendances.
It was a big gate.
It was a huge gate of Feetums, possibly the biggest one we ever had, or it was in the mix of it. And basically, people have to skive. I mean, so what did you tell the coal board then, that you were off?
Well,
or you just skived off?
Well, I didn't, because I wasn't. It was my time off.
Oh, you were off anyway?
I was in between shifts.
So you were. It was lucky landing of time.
Oh yeah, but I would have taken a day off. I would have taken. It all depends where I was working at the pit.
Yeah.
You know.
But what about the other players though? Did they have to? Have to take a day off?
They would have to. A lot of them would be working till dinner time.
I mean, was it still the same thing as like a prestige of having a footballer working whatever the job was? We could say, we've got this Darlow lad playing for us.
No.
Nobody was considered anything special. It was just a bloke who was playing football.
He was just there. And he worked with the engineering factory. That was it.
So there's no special treatment for them to get out. Because basically, from Saturday through to Tuesday, there's the replay. You're playing against very recent champions, and here we are back at Darlow on the famous Feetums, and that's the Pathé New. Have you seen the Pathé News recently?
Yeah, I've got one there.
It's you've seen the videos of it.
Well, I've never seen it for donkey's years.
But it's we have it. Shall we show it? Do you want to see it?
There's not a great lot.
It doesn't show. So that the game starts. So basically, the first 90 minutes, it was 1-1, wasn't it?
Yes.
I'm trying to see what we've got here. So we've got to go to it. Was it?
How was it?
It was 3. Yeah, it was 1-1 after 90 minutes. And
90 minutes, yeah.
And I'm trying to think who scored the goal. So yeah, Jimmy Greaves was dropped. Replay 90 minutes. Where are we? Just trying to see who scored first. But we got a goal. We took the lead.
Yeah.
They then pegged us back.
Yeah.
And then they looked like from the video they peppered us with goals, peppered with shots, but we managed to keep them out. And then it got to that. Was that your memory of it, or were you thinking you were going to win as well in that one?
Well, when it got to extra time, we were a bit dubious then because we were up against the first division full-time trainers.
Absolutely.
But they never got looking at extra time.
It does beg a question because I mean you've got all 3 goals pretty quickly after. So what, do you think they were just thinking it was all over and they were just, or was it a case? Was it like Alf Ramsey where he got you all to stay stood up?
I get the impression that our goals are more breakaway goals.
There's one from a corner that you took.
I can't remember.
I'll tell you what. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Let me see if I've got it. Oh, let's see, because that's the best way. I can show you it. Let's have a thing. Should we do it on here? Because we don't need to be memory men for everything, do we?
I know I scored mine with a terrific shot from about 2 yards.
Yes. It was someone else's shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ron Moran.
Yes.
He shot and it was going to go past the post and I slid in.
Yeah, that's right.
The far post and the...
Let's just sort it out so we can see it. There we go. Hope this doesn't muck up everything else. There we go. Yeah, so we'll cut this bit while we're waiting.
Well, if you catch a new second half, you'll see where my arms sort of patched up.
There we go.
Don't sit down.
Oh,
you're all right. It's only bandages.
Is that coming through on there?
The Quakers haven't been at home to a first-division side for nearly 30
There's the players coming out.
But when the kick-off against Chelsea in the 4th round replay,
place is packed.
It's hard to believe the Quakers are struggling to keep out of the 4th division. They take the shock of Chelsea's first offensive without flinching.
There's Chelsea doing moving the ball over to the right, kicking towards the tin shed.
Surprise coming.
Cut out. Who's that? Right back. Good tackle there.
Chelsea right winger Braybrook passes to Tyndall.
Chelsea marauding forwards.
And goalie Turner gathers with ease.
Chelsea. Someone in Darlington not happy.
Out to the left wing.
This might be.
Ryan shoots, and the Quakers.
There's the first goal. Darlow go wild.
2 minutes later from a corner, Johnny McNichols.
Does it make a good noise? There's the equaliser for Chelsea.
So after a game and a half,
I don't think we held the lead for that long. And this is
the Darlington defense.
Is this the extra time?
But the Quakers hold firm.
Probably the greatest extra time in Darlow history. Ball goes across, header in. Oh, just misses wide. There's you.
No.
So that was number 9 for some reason.
The battle phase, with both sides making some very near misses.
Is that Ron Greener there, number 4?
The pensioners just can't press
4 or 5.
Time and again, goalie Turner saves the day.
So there was putting some shots in.
Chelsea battle on grimly, but the
Can you hear this?
seems impregnable.
Are they saying it's not extra time yet?
Full time, and it's still 1-0.
That's over the top.
Extra time produces one of the
Right, this is extra time.
6 minutes ever seen in a cup tie.
There we go. Ball gets spread out to the right hand side. Hang on a minute. Let's see if this is actually.
Like a knife through butter. And Moran scores.
Oh.
The crowd goes mad, but there's more to come. Harbertson puts a corner kick right in the goal mouth. Moran shoots.
There's the shot.
Skied. And Dave Carr heads a beauty.
Oh, that's the looping header.
Darlington 3, Chelsea 1.
That's 3-1. Now the ball goes over. Oh, here we go. This is the shot.
Tommy Moran centres across the goal
Cuts
mouth.
back.
And Ron Harbertson's there.
And there's a Butcher on the end. Puts it in to make it 4-1.
No one dares to call a 4-1 victory a fluke.
Just stop it there.
Oh.
You can see where my arms...
Oh, let's go back a bit.
You can see where my arms across the chest.
How's that for giant killing? And no one dares to call a 4-1 victory a fluke.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes, your arm, yes. You can see, yeah.
That was, yeah.
But you weren't going to stop.
I had the unfortunate thing of hitting Reg Matthews.
That was the keeper.
Yeah.
So even in those days, they were defending, the goalkeepers were, I suppose they were having to defend themselves, weren't they?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you could charge the goalkeeper. You say as long as he has his feet on the ground, you could charge him.
Has it come back on? There we go, the magic. Just put that there. Right, so there we go. So, and what was it like after the final whistle? So what happened? What was your memories of once the game had ended? Was the fans going crazy?
I don't know. I can remember nothing except going in, getting changed and driving back up home.
Going home?
Yeah.
Sounds like Jeff Hurst after they won the World Cup.
Yeah.
So there was no big fanfare and...
Oh, no.
There wasn't the equivalent of Football Focus coming in to interview everybody after the game.
Yeah, that was good.
There was none of that. Nobody made a big deal out of it whatsoever.
No.
Did you get any bonus money out of it?
Yeah, but I forgot what it was now. But you weren't supposed to.
Oh, right. It wasn't part of it.
You're supposed to get your ordinary pound win bonus or something, you know.
Yeah. But they gave everybody a bit of something.
Yeah, but I mean, don't get mistaken. It wasn't thousands.
No. You weren't buying a car with it.
No. Couldn't even buy a bike.
You could buy a pint on the way home, maybe.
I don't know.
Not that you were drinking, but yes. Oh, I see. Right. So nothing too exciting. So that was it. The possibly, although I suppose 1883. What are we in here?
Although what it was like in Darlington, I don't know, because don't forget,
you weren't in Darlington.
I had to go 40 miles away because I was going to go back to work.
And you didn't see anybody in training because you were working.
Yeah.
So you didn't see anybody from Saturday to Saturday.
Oh no.
So how do you, in terms of the preparation for that game, did Dickie Duckworth say anything whatsoever? He just says you play outside right.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all it was. You were given nothing. You had nothing about.
Oh no, there was no instructions or plans or
set pieces.
Oh no.
Who's going to take a corner? So you just volunteered to? Do you just take the corners on the right?
I think it was anybody who was
over there.
Yeah.
So you weren't the corner specialist.
Oh no.
You just happened to be there, and they would get it taken.
I mean, it used to be that the two wingers would take the corners. I mean, if I was a winger, I would take the corners. Next week, if I was centre forward, I wouldn't take corners. Wow. Number 7 would. Doesn't matter who it was, number 7 would take the corners.
But nobody had ever said anything.
Oh no,
it just literally
one of those things.
It's just wait. It does seem mad when you compare it to the nth degree that they do every video moment. I mean, we in our new team, we've made a big fuss of, we've got an analyst now who will watch the game and count the passes, and you just Ron's face is not showing happiness to that idea. So you would like the idea of somebody going through the game and saying, oh, if you could have kicked it there.
No, because if you've made a bad pass, there's nobody knows it better than what you do.
Well, that is true.
You don't need anybody telling you what you should have done.
Well, absolutely.
You know immediately you've done the opposite, where you've gone wrong. You know immediately.
But you look like pretty nippy players, so you're quite fast.
Oh, I was a bit quick.
You could see you were moving around there. You're pretty agile getting around.
When I was up at Newcastle, when I was just 18, 19, there used to be all the villages used to have 100-yard handicap races.
Right.
You know, on the football fields and places. Bookies were all over. One of the biggest races. Oh, what are they called again?
It's not the Bladen races.
No, but this was up in Scotland.
Oh, right.
And some of the bookies, because all the bookies used to be all these little village races. You know, and I mean, if you were much better than what the other fellas were, they would drag you back a yard.
Oh, right, okay. Like
handicaps.
Yeah.
So what they used to do then was when they used to run the weights around the lead weights.
Oh, right, okay.
Around the waist.
Training.
But no, not in the actual race.
Oh, to do the handicap. Oh, to slow
so
down.
If they won, they only won by that much. So they wouldn't get handicapped.
Oh.
If you won by that much, they would pull you back.
Handicap,
you back a yard.
So skullduggery of faking it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And the bookies must have all got together because they wanted to keep me for 3 months before they, what I call a handicap, powder hole. Powder hole handicap.
Oh, right,
it was the big sprint thing.
So you were the athlete.
Bookies, you know.
Right, okay.
But I was a pro at Newcastle then, and because I couldn't.
You couldn't do it.
They wanted to keep me for 3 months. There was nothing else but training.
that explains that. So I've had bits of mentions from some of the fans who remember back, and they hold you in high esteem because so it must energy, fitness, and a shot. That must have been.
I've always been fit. I've always trained on my own. Always trained myself. I've never trained with. When I first came down to Lincoln, when we were moving house, and everything, I went down there for the first week before I got a job, and. But I used to do all my training when I lived in Darlington. I used to do a lot of my training down there, and like where I used to live, it was like in like a square, and a house in the middle and the road right around. I used to run around there, and all the kids that were there used to train with me. They all used to train with me because I used to do it after I finished work.
After work, every time you were disciplined.
I couldn't train when I was at work.
No, absolutely. No, absolutely. But after a full day's work, you still had the.
And then I used to go down to Humford Woods and Bedlington, and run through there all on my own.
Wow.
Night times, and
because you were famously teetotaler. So did you used to eat well as well?
Oh yeah. Well, I was working down the pit as well. I was eating plenty.
Oh, you were burning fuel like no one was.
A lot of the time, my father used to give me a lift down to either up towards Bamber area, not as far up as that.
Oh, right.
But I used to train a lot on the beaches up there.
On the beaches?
When I lived earlier on, I used to go down to Seaton Sluice and run up and down the dunes, I was very fit then.
Well,
and now when I went in the army in 1951, I was 11 stone 8.
11 stone 8.
And I'm now exactly half a stone heavier.
Today? Wow.
I'm just 12 stone 1.
I dream of being 12 stone 1. Wow. I mean, you put us all to shame.
And mine, I eat anything there.
You eat like a gannet? Really?
I do, oh yeah.
But you don't eat chocolate?
Well, that bag there, full of licorice also.
So you do have some vices, but you just got that...
Biscuits and stuff like that, yeah.
You just got the body to burn it.
Well, I mean, I go for a walk. I try and get out for a walk every day if I can from here. And a friend of mine and I go out once or twice a week. I mean, last week we went to Louth Brig, and we had all around Marketplace. And we stopped along the way, and there's a big nature park there, so we had an hour's walk around the nature park.
Yeah.
And all this is exercise.
Absolutely.
And, I try and get a walk in every day, because the park is just across the road here.
Well, it's a nice leafy area around here, that's for sure. Well, I can tell the listeners, you're a fine fettle for a man in his 94th year, about to have his birthday. I have no doubt Prince Charles, well, it won't be the Queen anymore, will it? It'll be Prince Charles sending you your 100th birthday.
Yeah.
But
he might have to send it before my 100th.
Well, indeed. I think you're more likely to get to 100 than he is, but who knows? We shall see. But anyway, so there's no fanfare after Chelsea. You've potentially, although as time makes it grow, you realise how important that game has become in history.
One thing we're disappointed was the draw for the next one, because we've drawn away.
It was away again.
We would have loved to have been drawn at home.
Because you fancy your chances more.
Well, we're chance at least getting the replay.
Getting the replay, yeah.
Yeah.
But you're playing Wolves, and Wolves were one of the big teams as well.
Oh, the top team then.
They were top of the league at the time, that's right.
Yeah.
And the league season had not picked up in any shape or form. The FA Cup and the league form were just completely different, weren't they?
Yeah.
We were right down, so we were basically bottom of the league, virtually bottom of the league, playing top of the first division in Wolves.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
mind it showed it the score.
The score didn't exactly.
But I mean,
go well.
they had so many internationals on the side,
So this was Billy Wright and co.
Yeah.
Who was the players for Wolves? I'm trying. Would it Billy Wright is the famous one?
Ron Flowers.
Ron Flowers.
What was that goalkeeper? Not Swinburne.
Walter Swinburne. No. Oh right, Wolves goalkeeper.
I forget now. But they had.
It was an international line.
International, not necessarily English internationals, that various ones. Yeah.
And I'm guessing the weather was the Molyneux pitch wasn't soggy that time.
Oh no, it was good.
It wasn't a leveller, so they just took you to pieces.
Well, I mean, the first division grounds weren't too bad at all.
Well, absolutely. Yeah. You were always shooting above the weight, but
was
it's one game that sort of because it ended up being 6-1.
5-1, weren't it?
I think it says 6-1.
Oh, well,
it's the one game you didn't score in of the whole cup run.
Yeah.
But Harold Bell scored. Yeah. Who's Harold? What position was Harold Bell?
Harold Bell, he played inside forward. He used to be Middlesbrough. I'm not sure whether he was an international or not, in his younger days.
Really?
Harold Bell. But he used to play for Middlesbrough. And we all looked up to him because he had played in the first division, But,
right. So he was the notoriety player of the time, Harold Bell. We'll have to have a little look at him. Proper player from back in the time. But yes, so it didn't end. He'll probably, because he was older than me. Right, okay.
Well, he must have been playing for Darlington if he was an international.
Yes. Oh, right. Yes, he'd already done it. Yeah. So he wasn't an international while at Darlington.
I'm sure it was Middlesbrough that he played for.
More than likely. Yeah. Most of our players have got some Borough connection somewhere down the line, or a lot of them do. But the cup run ended there. How did it finish? What was it? I suppose it was you'd met your match in terms of Wolves.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think the only disappointment was the score.
Yes.
If I'd lost maybe 3-1 or something, it wouldn't have been so bad.
A bit more respectable.
But we really felt disappointed.
Because they said,
yeah.
And did Wolves go? I don't know. I should have checked really. How far did Wolves get in the cup that year?
Oh, I got no idea.
Well, how much further? But they were definitely a team. But our day had come to an end.
Oh yeah.
And then it was. Were we fighting for re-election from that point onwards?
Relegation, yeah.
Were you was it because there were effects whether you were going to be in the fourth division?
Well, we're fourth
or third division.
Third division. No, we're third or fourth off the bottom then.
Did we manage? Because was it the next season that you split into 3 and 4?
I think it was only two. I think it was only 2 went down then.
Ah, right, okay. And did we do that?
No, we stopped.
We stayed up.
As far as I know, we did.
I think that sounds about right. We later went back down to the fourth division, obviously, because that's what we do.
Yeah.
It always amazes me when we play teams and we get beaten that Darlow fans seem surprised that we have a history of not being. Yeah. What exactly are you expecting? Television gives too much imagination of assuming. Because there's so many, you look at your Bournemouths and your Brentfords, teams that Darlow have played for decades, and now they've up in the gods.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah. But it's amazing what you can do, but it's all money, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we saved. And then from that point onwards, so you left the end of that year to where you are now, Lincoln.
Yeah.
You had so you've obviously got a fond of, because you played for Lincoln twice.
Yeah.
So you got with the Lincoln fans, actually. Most of them as well. Oh, is it on there? So you can't hear me. Oh,
no, it was just
say something, Ron.
Well, anything like.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, it was broken.
It's all right now. Yeah. So Lincoln, and then you had a dabble over in Wales.
Yeah,
Wrexham.
It was Lincoln that did it because they were really struggling for relegation.
So did you just get let go by Darlow, or was that the bit where the manager goes? Oh
no, I got transferred.
Oh, there was transfer.
That was when Lincoln they had come up. Lincoln must be watching the cup games or something, And they came up on a Friday. They went to Darlington and sorted everything out, and they contacted me to go down there. I went down to Darlington and met up with the Lincoln people, and I didn't even know where Lincoln was then today. So,
no.
So I said, well, I don't know. I'll see what the missus says, And don't forget, this was late afternoon Friday.
Yes. And it wasn't full-time. Was it part-time or full-time contract?
Well, I mean, they naturally wanted full-time.
Right.
But anyway, I said, well, I'll have to ask the missus, And don't forget, the missus lives 40 miles away.
Yeah. In the opposite direction.
Yeah, and we didn't have anything like phones then.
No.
But somebody 2 doors down from where we used to live had a telephone.
Oh, right.
So I phoned them up then to CJ and said, look, I explained all. I says, how do you fancy moving down to Lincoln? Lincoln, she says, the only thing I know about Lincoln is they make Lincoln biscuits. Because they have biscuits, she was called Lincoln biscuits.
Ah, right, okay.
And anyway, she says, yeah, well, I'll leave it up there whether you want to go or not, So I signed out for them, and that'll be nearly midnight, I think.
Oh, right.
Nearly midnight.
All in the same day?
Yeah. So I went to bed, and I drove on the Saturday morning. We drove from Darlington. I stayed overnight at Darlington.
Yeah.
The manager of Lincoln drove from Darlington down to Liverpool.
Liverpool?
And I played against Liverpool that afternoon.
Oh, for Lincoln. Oh, right. It wasn't another Brighton situation, but I think, oh, right, you're playing Liverpool.
Yeah, my first game for Lincoln was Liverpool away.
What division were Lincoln in then?
Third division. Oh no, second division. We were in the second division.
Oh, so this was a good club. This was a going up in the world.
Oh yeah.
So they were in the second. So that was.
They were in the second division.
That's pre-Shankly.
58.
Yeah. Oh wow! So you played at Anfield.
First match at Anfield. Now after that, I mean, things were in a bad state here for Lincoln, and it came where we were so far behind with I think it was 8 matches to go when I came down here, and lost the first. I think we lost the first match, and after that we won away, we won at home, won away, and I happened to score in all these matches.
Oh, you got another run of goals.
Yeah. In fact, I only was down here for 9 matches, and I finished up as second top goal scorer for the season.
Was that the same season that the Darlow Cup run, or was it the following season?
No, that was the same season.
It was the same. So after they got knocked out, how long after that was that you were sold then? After the getting beaten by Wolves?
Not very long.
It was fairly close. Oh, right.
Yeah. So when I came down to Lincoln, we played and we won. We were 6 matches to go. We were far behind.
Yeah.
And we actually won the last 6 matches. And right on the last match, we played Cardiff.
Right.
At Lincoln. Now, earlier on in the year, Cardiff had come here and they were winning 3-0 at half time, and a tremendous snowfall, and they cancelled the game. So this would happen to be the last game of the season, and we had to win to make Notts County.
Oh, it was rearranged, right, okay.
We had to win to make Notts County go down.
Right, okay.
And all of Notts County football team were all in the stands when we played here, when we played Cardiff.
Oh, right, okay.
And as I say,
they'd already played their games.
Yeah, they were finished.
So they were done. Oh, so they all came to watch.
They had finished. So it was either them or us to go into the third division.
And they're sat watching.
Yeah, they were watching. And I think it was about 19,000, I think it was down here then. And anyway, half-time come, we were 1 down.
Oh.
And anyway, we pulled up, and I probably hit one of the best goals ever for me.
Yeah.
When we played against Cardiff, and we won 3-1. With the result that we kept in.
So you became a legend for life in Lincoln.
Fact, yeah, well, it is, because in any of the Lincoln books and that you read, they highlight that particular season and those particular last 8 or 9 games.
Yeah. I'm guessing Lincoln haven't been in the second division very many times.
I mean, we went to Huddersfield and was kicked off at Huddersfield, and after 5 minutes, I backheeled one into the goal, and I don't think we crossed the halfway line after that.
Oh, right. You were Alamo
we
being
were desperate for points, as they were right down the bottom.
Wow. So you were playing all these big teams in the second division?
Relegation. Oh, yeah.
Must have been in 7th heaven from playing in the bottom.
Aston Villa, Sheffield United.
Wow. And these are 40, 50,000 gates?
Oh, yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
But you managed to keep Lincoln up?
Yeah, we did.
Because you were there for a couple of years, weren't you, at Lincoln?
Yeah.
And then you went over. So what division were Wrexham in then?
They were in the third division.
They were third division.
And they were struggling a bit as well then. And I got transferred
to the racecourse, the International Stadium.
Yeah, now it's different now to what it was then.
Well, I don't know. It's
saying that, I went up Newcastle last year with my son, my grandson, the 3 great grandsons. We toured St James's Park.
Yeah.
And we got to the end of St James, and I hadn't a clue where we were.
Yeah, there must be very.
I hadn't a clue. We could have been in the middle of Manhattan or anything. And you get up there, you get in there, and to get up the top, you got to get a lift.
Yeah.
If you're disabled or anything at all, they've got a lift to take you up to the top.
It's a different ball game altogether now.
Well, when you get up the top and have a look down there, well, it's like being in an airplane.
The Gallagher was just terracing when you were a lad, and now it's this huge.
Yeah. Oh, all the kids used to get passed down from the back to the front.
It's terrifying when you think about it.
Yeah, we all used to sit on the stool.
How did you ever find your parents again, your dad again at the end of the game? Your kids, there's several thousand people between you and this 10-year-old child.
Yeah.
And somehow they managed to
you just sat there and everybody went.
And then you just found them.
And they would probably get near the front as they could, you know.
Yeah. So did you manage to keep Wrexham up?
Yeah, Wrexham kept them as well. And they were playing Southampton and all these clubs as well, you know.
Yeah.
But it was.
But you were there again for another year, and then you came back.
Well, they wanted me to go and live at Wrexham, you see.
So you were part time.
This was
Still part time.
I
for
was
Wrexham.
working at the building diggers and.
So what time in the morning would you have to set off to get to a game for Wrexham?
Well, I used to go from here to Nottingham, Nottingham to Chester, and Chester to Wrexham.
Yeah. Well, Chester next door, isn't it?
Yeah.
But how long are you setting off at like 6 o'clock in the morning or something?
Something like it, probably. Yeah.
Crack of dawn to do it. So you're pretty exhausted, and you were driving.
Oh no, I didn't drive there.
Was this the father-in-law driving, or you?
I did all them by train.
Oh, it was by train.
When I went to Wrexham, I did all my jobs by train.
So you were at the mercy of the train times.
And if we were playing away anywhere, I used to get a train down to wherever we were playing.
Did you ever have a time where the train didn't make it or something?
No, not once.
You never missed a game because
I made sure
the train got cancelled.
Sure I got there early enough.
You were organised. Well done, you. Yeah, because so you were traipsing all around the country on these trains.
Oh yeah.
It's just the laps of luxury that footballers live in now, that they get taken in this lovely bus to wherever it is, or a plane, and there's you and all the other players of that era would all have to get their own train to wherever.
From Lincoln and Darlington, nearly all your journeys were by bus.
Yeah.
I mean, Lincoln were harder for money, same as all the other clubs.
Absolutely.
And I mean, you talk about stopping for meals and all that lot. If we had been playing away and drive back, the only time we would stop would be the fish and chip shop.
Yeah.
And everybody would get fish and chips.
Yeah, you fish and
chips.
chips.
None of these fancy lunches or dinners and
not the pastas.
A good steep in a hotel and then we in the luxury coach.
A masseuse. No masseuse
certainly
on board.
weren't luxury coaches then, either.
No, I bet there wasn't. A seatbelt couldn't be seen for a taffy.
I was a bad traveller by bus.
Oh, you're motion sick and all that.
I used to sit right next to the doorway.
I know someone like that.
And after we'd been going for about an hour, I used to, if possible, stop. I used to get out, walk for about a quarter of a mile, then get back on the bus.
Oh, right. Was it the days when they're all smoking as well?
Oh yeah.
The bus, that would be awesome. So it was just thick smog for...
Oh, no, I wouldn't say thick smog. There wasn't that many of them.
It wasn't that bad. But everybody having their roll-ups. Because I think Ron Greenham and one of the other guys, they were like smoking chain smokers all the way through.
Yeah.
So you, and then how did the coming back to Darlington from Wrexham happen then? Was that just a lot?
Same sort of thing. I don't know why, but I don't know whether Wrexham put me on the list. So I advise people if they wanted any of the players, they probably put 8 or 9 on the list and send a list around the players, and you just came in that.
Was it Dickie Duckworth again, or was it the same manager?
Yeah.
So he knew what you could do and could get you back.
Yeah.
And then all the days. So you did. It was only 14 games you played, I think. 2 goals.
Yeah, it wasn't much after that.
It was a short and sweet visit, and then you landed on your feet. You managed to get back at Lincoln.
I came back to here for another couple of years.
While you lived here, which makes life a lot easier, doesn't it?
Because I was still working here.
You got half your Saturday back.
Yeah, and when after
we're still not training with the team. Or were you training with the team?
Well, I trained with all the part-timers now at Saturday night times.
The night-time bit, right. So you were training with the night-time bit.
It's nice and handy.
Oh, yeah, because I'm guessing you were training up to Darlington for that little burst.
No.
On the train to get to the games, not training with the team.
Oh, well.
Getting on the train, shall I say.
Yeah, well, just to get up there.
I wonder, it must have been that half a dollar players is the fact we're on the East Coast main line, but everybody better get there. And then, so you finished at Lincoln, so 61, 62. So how old were you by then? You in your 30s by then?
You were
the veteran.
Well, I was 29 when I came here.
First time?
Yeah, and when I finished at Lincoln, I was, I think I was 35. And then I went down to Grantham, who were in the Midlands League.
Midlands League, yes. Midlands League.
I went down there sort of player coach for 6 years, and I actually finished my last pro game when I was 40.
Oh, right. Well, that doesn't, that fits
Terry Bly came from Norwich to be manager at Grantham.
And you were the player. Were you still playing outside right at 40? You hadn't gone back into defence?
I was playing inside forward.
Oh, you were inside forward?
Yeah. But Terry Bly, he played in Norwich for donkey's years, Terry Bly did.
I don't know Terry Bly. Oh, right, okay.
And when he left, Jim Rayner from Notts County, he took over. Yeah, so I had 5 or 6 years.
Playing at Grantham?
At Grantham, yeah.
Well, you managed.
Then I was still working, you see.
And you were still working the whole time?
I was still.
That's amazing discipline. Your natural fitness obviously has paid dividends. You could play to 40.
The only time I stopped, I would probably have kept on as a coach at Grantham.
Yeah.
But I've got myself. I was working at the industry down here, I said, Shrewsbury Cyrus, and the Americans took over, and they gradually whittled them down there, getting rid of people because they wanted the machine shop to close altogether, really.
Right. Okay.
And anyway, we all got made redundant, and I thought during the fortnight notice we got, I thought, well, I'm not going to be made redundant again, not at my age, 40-year-old, you know.
Yeah.
So I joined the prison service.
Really?
So I went in the prison service for 15 years.
Right. Okay.
And
in Lincoln.
Yeah.
Is there a prison in Lincoln? Is there?
Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah.
Is it one of the big ones? One of the whatever they want, cat ones?
No, that's Cat C. But I mean,
Cat C.
What people seem to forget that this was Cat C, but all the Cat A prisoners originally come from Cat C prisons.
Oh, right.
Before they get sentenced, you see.
So did you have anybody infamous in your prison then?
Well, a few, but I can't remember the names. I mean, well, quite a lot of lifers.
Oh, right,
became
okay.
lifers, you know.
Only a Yorkshire Rippers. I don't think he wasn't in Lincoln, though, was he?
Had a lot of lifers then.
Not Sutcliffe and co. Oh, we're up a time.
Well, we had them, but they hadn't been transferred then.
Ah, right.
But they hadn't been sentenced rather then.
Oh, I see. So they would be held. They would be held there until they were sentenced.
That's right. Yeah.
Ah, got you.
So we still had to be very careful with them, you know.
Yeah.
I think we had about 600. I think it was 600.
It's that is a tough gig being a prison officer.
And they, after I'd been there for about a year, the governor come asked me if I would. I used to work with mostly with the young ones from 17 to 21.
Yeah.
And 90 of them. There's two of us looked after 90 of them.
90?
90. And 90 of them.
You couldn't do that today, could you?
And he says, we've got no PEI, he says. How do you fancy taking the PEI's job over until we get one? You know?
Oh, the fitness guy.
Yeah.
Right.
So I took the PEI's job over. I did that for 3 or 4 years before we actually got a proper one. Yeah, and I was looking after these 90 kids.
Well, you were perfectly placed to do that gig, wouldn't you?
So I was keeping extremely fit.
Yeah.
We're doing that.
And then you've stayed in Lincoln all this time now?
Then when I went, after I left, well, I'd been there 15 years, and a job came up in the paper that I saw, and they wanted a caretaker that had built a new thing just outside the big park here. I built a big block of flats. Now all the bottom flats were having cerebral palsy kids.
Oh, right.
And the top 2 ones were for single people.
Oh, right, okay.
But all these single people had been vetted before. You won't go get any rubbish or, you know.
Right, okay.
So, and they wanted a caretaker to look after that and the grounds and everything.
Right.
And I thought, well, it was run by a Christian organisation. Now, I'm born again Christian.
Okay.
And it was the Shaftesbury Society that ran it. And they were advertising for a caretaker. So I thought, that's it. I've had enough with the prison. This is what I want to do.
That's a nicer life, yes.
50-year-old.
Yeah.
You know? So I applied for that. I got that job. And a lot of my time I spent with the kids, to tell you the truth. Especially in the summer. Because a lot of them used to manage to get out in wheelchairs.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I used to do the gardens anyway. And used to chase them round with a hose pipe. You know? And they used to love that. And they used to sit in their wheelchairs and hide behind bushes. And if I went past and they shouted, and if I jumped and landed on the, I was absolutely thrilled about it. Absolutely over the moon.
A good giggle.
15 of them, I was. And of course, there was a lot of gardens to do. And I did that right up to 65.
So, oh, right, you did that right up to retirement.
Right up to 60, I retired from there.
And that's still 30 years ago.
Yeah.
65, and here you are, 94, about to be 30 years. And you're living in a nice part of Lincoln.
Oh, this is lovely, nice and quiet.
Yeah.
You know, the people go to work, they go to work 8 o'clock, you know, and that's it empty. They come back about 5, 5:30. Once the cars are gone,
you're back to silence.
Yeah.
So have you ever...
But the neighbours are first class. Yeah.
It's all very nice. Yeah, it all looks very nice.
Neighbours are wonderful.
All of it. You just want a bit of peace and quiet as you get a bit older.
Well, it is. I mean, I could sit here all day and just watch odd people walking up to the shops or something, you know.
Sit and watch the world go by and keep the pretty flowers. You've still got your gardening skills.
Well, they've they've been in flower now for just over 3 months.
I'm guessing is that because it's weirdly summer still in October?
Yeah.
They won't normally be out this long.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably get at least 2 months because I try and get them that sort every year because it seems everlasting.
So I guess the last bit then is, have you ever been back to Darlow since?
No.
Never been back? Never been to Feetham's?
No.
Not. They didn't have any reunion?
No,
never had a reunion for the 58 side or anything like that? That's typical Darlow if they haven't.
Did I go up there once? I went up there once. Was it the last match before the...
Oh, the Feetham's, the last game at Feetham's. Yeah. They had a load of ex-players walk around.
Yeah, that's when I went up.
So you were there.
So moving. Yeah.
Yes. A very sad day.
Yeah, that's the last time I was up there.
Well, yes. Well, it's all a housing estate now. There's Greener Drive and things like that.
There was nobody up there that I knew.
Well, no.
Or nobody up there that knew me.
Well, it's 50 years ago, isn't it? Yes.
No, but I mean, when was the last match at Feetham's?
2003 or something. No, it's 2000. It's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's
something like that, yeah.
So it's a long old step. But if you're from the 58, you're talking. It's 50 odd years.
Yeah.
So but they still remember you. When I put the message out that I was coming to meet you, there was still a few of the old fans who remember and had fond memories of you.
You must have been boys then.
Well, absolutely. But they remember you being fit and running around.
I'm going to have to get ready.
Yes, it's all right. We're good. We've got to the end.
I need to be down at Sunset Bank.
Indeed. Are you driving down?
Yeah.
All right, okay. I was going to say you don't want a lift or anything.
Oh, no,
You've got your car. No, this is absolutely fabulous, Ron.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
That's what you want.
Absolutely perfect. We've got the whole history of it. It's brilliant. That's perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to do.
Yeah, you can take a photograph of it.
We'll
have that.
Well, if we take a picture of you with the picture, that'd be good. If you could take the picture, we'll get this off you.